everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna do something a little bit different. So on Instagram, I put up my story a couple days back. You guys asked me questions for a Q&A, and I have a lot of questions here. We're not gonna get to all of them. I'm just gonna get to the ones that either I find the most interesting or ones I feel like have like the most benefit for like what I have to say. Let's jump right into it. Let's go. So number one, my boy Blade asked me, who would you say are your biggest inspirations in doing interviews? So for me, I would have to say my bro Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman. Those two are phenomenal. They do great with what they do. I also love Skip Bayless. I love Shannon Sharp. Just basically anyone from ESPN or Fox Sports. I love their creativity. I love how they just say whatever's on their mind and they just do what they want. And that's what I like to do with my content now. I like to say what's on my mind, do what I want. And they have like flash and like intensity. And I love that from them. So those would be my big inspirations. So coming from my boy Walt, if you had 3 superpowers, what would they be? So number one, I would have to say time travel. That's number one. That's a great. I can go back and change all the stuff in my life. I can make myself like know like certain things, make myself a millionaire in the current life. Instant transmission. I know that kind of sounds corny, but like I could love that would just be great. Just go like this and then just immediately be out of place. You would never be late for work, never be late for anything. And then I'd say the ability to heal. Like if I like just touch something, I make it better. Like I would love to do that. I would like to heal like all the sick people in the world. That would be my 3 best powers. Um, Next, what is your favorite video game of all time? From my boy Supreme Green. My favorite video game has to be either the original Dragon Ball Z Budokai game or SpiderMan 2 or NBA 2K12. Those 3 were like the biggest games I played when I was like a youngin', when I was like just about to hit middle school. All 3 of them hold a special place in my heart. My boy Umar asked me, where do I see myself in the next 5 years? By that time, I'll be 27. Me personally, I see myself having a stable job, either with my own business or working underneath someone like ESPN or Fox Sports, where I can just create my content, whether it be about sports, news, music, whatever it be, and just making a decent living, making sure that enough to where my family can live safely and like not have to worry about stress. I would love for that to happen. My boy LMP asked me, what would I want to accomplish before the end of 2021? Well, I want to get more reactions into the channel. I want to do more videos like this, Q&As. I want to really get out of my comfort zone because all I've been doing is just interviews. I want to like expand, try different content, different varieties of things. That's what I really want to try to push to do before 2021 ends. That's a great question. My bro Jace asked me, who makes the best music of all the artists you've interviewed so far? So, um, I've interviewed a lot of great artists. Like some of them have blown up ever since my interview. I'd have to say Blanco Honcho, shout out, bro. I love his music. Like when I interviewed him, he only had like a set amount of songs that he already had put out. And then by the time, like a few months after I interviewed him, he just blew up. He just like became like a big sensation on TikTok. Shout out Ronaldo. Ronaldo's a banger. Like he just has an unlimited future. I love everyone on my page, but Blanco's like the best, like hands down. My bro Nick Thompson said, "Do I have any goals already for 2022?" Well, like I said before, expanding, doing different things. That's number one. I'd probably say try to keep it more consistent. I would say maybe trying to do maybe a couple more uploads a week instead of just like one a week or every other week. I would say consistency is my goal for 2022 when it comes to the channel. When it comes to personal goals, I would just say like fitness, staying healthy, and like just getting ripped. How do I feel about the new Spider-Man trailer? Oh my god. I really messed with that trailer heavy as hell. Like, bro, that basically proves like that whole thing with like Doc Ock and like Green Goblin. That proves like the Spider Verse is like coming to reality. You're gonna see Tom McGuire. We're gonna see Andrew Garfield. It just sucks that you have to wait till like December. You have to wait till like game near Christmas to see that. That's annoying, but I cannot wait to see that. Like that's on God. I cannot wait to see that. Um, who is your favorite artist? Well, if we're talking about mainstream, my favorite so far is Juice World. I'm gonna be real. I only knew Lucid Dreams when he was alive. Then after he passed is when I heard all the other stuff. But if we're not talking about that, I'd probably say Skinny for the Nine. Like Skinny for the Nine is the whole reason, like I've said countless times, I've made this page. Like I love his music, I love his grind, I love his vibe. That's like the whole reason why like I did this. Like if it weren't for Skinny, I would not have had the idea to make this. So I'd say Skinny for the Nine as a personal favorite. Mainstream Juice World. RIP, bro. Um, what is your top five list of rappers and why? Okay, so this is no biased. So number one, Juice World. Flow, great energy, great feeling in it. He's not afraid to go into like his emotional feels. So that's number one. Number two, Vaughn, RP Vaughn. Great storytelling. He feels like you're in the story as he's doing his songs. Number three, Pop Smoke. I love drill music. Drill is just phenomenal. Number four, I would probably say Lil Baby. Lil Baby's great. And then number five, that's hard. I'm just gonna go ahead and just say Lil Skies because I still mess with bro. I think he's still great, and he still has like he has his bangers. And then maybe an honorable favorite, I'd say PNB Rock because PNB Rock is just bro. He's just that guy. Would I ever consider moving to podcasts? That's actually a great question. I wouldn't mind doing it. That is also something I could try to strive to do in 2022. um, make a podcast, basically just make it where I'll get like me or just by myself or me and someone else. We discuss like weekly stuff like how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? What's going on in the music industry, sports industry? I would not be opposed to it. I would be down for it. I just have to see it. I have to make room in my schedule to do it. But that is a great question. That is great. Who is my favorite family member? I would say currently is probably my sisters. Both of them, they put in so much effort for me. I wouldn't be the man I am today if it weren't without them. Like God always said, behind every strong man is a stronger woman. Like, and that's like without a fact. I mean that's a fact. That is a fact. I wouldn't be who I am without them. They do so much for me, and that's why they're my favorites. Um, who else do I like besides Future Gohan? When it comes to anime, I've always loved Future Gohan, but besides him from the same saga, I'd probably say Trunks because I can relate to him on a insane level because I went through the same stuff he went through as a child. I have been in situations where I felt like everything was taken away from me, and I just thought it can't get any worse from here. And he didn't let that stop him. Like he didn't let the destruction of his future stop him. So when I saw that, I decided I have to do the same thing. Like just because you have a bad beginning doesn't mean like you're gonna have a bad ending. You decide how you're gonna change from that. You decide how you're gonna grow from that. And Trunks did that. He eliminated the androids that completely destroyed his future and killed his master. And now he created peace, and he's so proud of that. And that's what I want to do. I want to create my type of peace. I want to do something where I can prove to people like I came from this, and here I am now. Like so, that's why I love Trunks. Trunks is my man. My bro Justin asked me, what is your career goals that you want to pursue in journalism? My career goals would be either having my own like ESPN show if I were to like work for ESPN, or making my own show like something like Adam 22 with no jumper, where it's so big that everyone wants to get on my show. Like I would kill for that. I would kill for like to have multiple rappers like want to hop on my show. I would go insane for that. That would just be like that would be a dream come true. Um, Nick Thompson also asked me, "What's next for an interview on your channel?" Uh, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's a former artist I've interviewed on my channel. It's like what I've been doing recently. It's another recap. It's a recap you guys really want to see. And when I say you want to see it, you're gonna want to see it. Trust me. Um, my boy Namir asked me, "What would you say is your biggest motivator?" I tell my friends this all the time. Like, if you guys know me, I say this to you guys almost every other day. My motivator is someone is working harder than you and you wouldn't even know it. Like for example, I and that's why I don't like sleeping. Like someone could be working, like you could go to sleep and someone could be working on their dream while you're sleeping. That's why I can never be happy with what I'm doing, and I can't. I obviously need sleep, but like I don't. I sleep and I get mad that I sleep because I can't work on my content. Because I get mad that someone's working harder than me. Because I want to be the hardest working person on this platform, and to do that, you have to have passion. That's my motivator is passion. I'm passionate for YouTube. I'm passionate for Instagram. I'm passionate with everything I do, and I'm never happy with it. Like I recently just hit 1,000 views on my video with Jace. I mean, that's great, but I'm not happy with that because to double it, 1,000, make it 2,000, make it 5,000, just keep it going. So that's probably my biggest motivator is passion. Um. So yeah, so far these are great questions. I got a couple more, and then we're just gonna wrap it all up. My bro Namir also asked me, when did I decide to make videos? So this is a crazy story. No Vaughn. I was in middle school with my friend Justin, longtime friend, best friend for almost like 10 years. And we would talk about like 2 to 3 things almost every day at lunch. It would be sports, music, and video games. And like we just talk about like every day, like, oh, you heard that like Meek Mill dropped this album. Did you hear that LeBron James is gonna be signing to Miami? Like, did you hear that Call of Duty Modern Warfare is dropping in like 2 weeks? Like stuff like that. And as we kept on going with that, I got to high school, and then one of my boys was like, "Yo, bro, you should like consider doing this as a career." And then he put me on to ESPN. How Stephen A. Smith and them, they literally get paid to talk about sports and all this, and they're making in the millions. So ever since then, I was hooked on that. So I would say middle school, I would say 11, 12 years old. That's when it's all started out for me. And then the best questions would be from my bro Exelize. Exelize asked me, how does it feel after graduating college and doing what you love? I think it's great. I think college prepared me for this because me personally, I was like not really an outgoing type of person in high school. And after finishing college, I realized it doesn't matter what people say, it doesn't matter what people think. You need to put out content that you think is great, and you need to let your mind just go off and like just say what you want to say. That's why I'm so happy that I'm doing this. I love you guys. I love making content for you guys, and I could just like do what I think is right. Just make content. And I love doing this, and I would not change this for anything. So thank you guys. And let me see. Is there any good question that I missed? And then lastly, from Exelize, if you had one message to give to the world about dreams, what would it be? Um, One piece of advice I would say is do not ever give up on your dreams, no matter what people say, because if you believe in yourself, that's all that matters. I have had people countless times throughout my life tell me like I'm not meant to do this, I'm not meant to do that. I should just stick to a stable thing. It's not worth it. It's too many risks involved. And I said no. I'm passionate about this and I'm gonna do it. And here I am right now. Like chase your dreams no matter what and stay passionate about it. That's the most crucial thing I could tell you guys. Stay passionate about it. Because you could work as hard as you want, but if you're not passionate about doing it, the content or whatever you're putting out is not going to be at its best. So, long story short, stay passionate and don't let what people do influence your decisions. So that's gonna wrap it up for the first ever Q&A. I didn't get to answer the questions. I'll post them on my story. Thank you guys for asking them all. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Take care. I love you guys.